When I first revisited the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, I thought I already knew why fans loved it. The neon streets, the drifting, Han, that final Don cameo. But the deeper I looked into the story behind this movie, the stranger it became. This was not just the Fast and Furious film that moved the franchise to Japan. It was the movie made when the franchise was almost losing its identity. The original stars were gone. The studio wanted a younger audience, and behind the camera, the crew was taking risks that sounded almost as wild as the racing scenes themselves. There was a real drift king hiding in plain sight, a character who secretly came from another movie, a Tokyo sequence that was not as real as it looked, and one tiny Vin Diesel cameo that may have changed the future of two franchises. So today, let's unmask the strange story behind the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. One of the coolest details in Tokyo Drift is easy to miss. During the dock scene, when Sean is still struggling to understand drifting, two older men watch from the side. One of them reacts to Sean's driving with a calm but brutal judgment. That man is Keiichi Tsuchiya, and he was not just a random cameo. Tsuchiya is widely known as the real Drift King, one of the most important figures in the history of drifting. For car culture fans, his appearance was almost like a stamp of approval. The movie was introducing drifting to a global audience and quietly placing the real legend inside the frame. It is a small moment, but it carries a lot of meaning. Sean is trying to earn respect in a world he does not understand yet, and watching from the side is one of the men who helped create that world in real life. That makes the scene more than just a training moment. It becomes a hidden tribute. Han became one of the most beloved characters in the Fast and Furious franchise, but strangely, he did not begin there. Before Tokyo Drift, director Justin Lin had worked with Kang on his 2002 indie film Better Luck Tomorrow. Kang played a character with the same cool, quiet energy. When Lin came into Tokyo Drift, he brought that spirit with him. That is why Han feels different from many other Fast characters. He is not loud, he is not trying too hard. He does not need to explain himself. He just watches, eats, drives, and somehow controls the room. Even Han's constant snacking has a hidden meaning. In his earlier character version, he smoked, but for a PG-13 blockbuster, smoking did not fit. So the cigarettes became snacks, a small change, but it made him even more iconic. Han felt like a man with a past, and that past came from outside Fast and Furious. When Justin Lin first approached Tokyo Drift, the movie could have gone in a very different direction. The early version leaned heavily into shallow images of Japan, the kind of Hollywood version filled with easy stereotypes, exotic visuals, and jokes that did not respect the culture. Lin did not want that. He pushed the movie towards something more grounded, not perfect, but more respectful. He wanted Tokyo to feel like a real place with real people, not just a background for American characters to race through. That decision mattered, because Tokyo Drift could have easily become embarrassing. Instead, it became a movie that many fans still associate with Japanese car culture, drifting, night racing, and underground style. Lin also gave Han a major role because he wanted an Asian character who was not a side joke or a stereotype. Han was cool, calm, confident, and central to the story. That was a bigger creative choice than it may look today. Tokyo Drift needed Tokyo to feel alive. The lights, the traffic, the crowds, the movement. But filming major street scenes in Tokyo was extremely difficult. The production could not simply shut down massive public spaces whenever it wanted. So some footage was captured in a risky, fast, almost guerrilla style. One of the most famous behind-the-scenes stories involves filming near Shibuya. When authorities arrived, a crew member reportedly stepped forward and took responsibility so Justin Lin could avoid being stopped. The strange part is that Lin apparently did not even know this person had been arranged for that purpose. It sounds like something from the movie itself. A hidden crew member, a risky street operation, a director escaping with the footage. Tokyo Drift was about outsiders breaking into a world they did not fully control. Behind the camera, the filmmakers were doing almost the same thing. The Shibuya crossing sequence is one of the most memorable parts of Tokyo Drift. It looks like cars are sliding through one of the busiest intersections in the world, surrounded by real crowds and Tokyo lights. But the full scene was not filmed that way. The production used real Tokyo footage, then recreated major parts of the action in a controlled environment. Visual effects helped blend the cars into the real city atmosphere. That is why the scene feels both impossible and believable. The cars were not actually tearing through Shibuya like that. But the illusion was carefully built so the audience would feel the energy of Tokyo anyway. And it worked. The scene became one of the film's signature images. A perfect mix of real location, controlled stunt work, and digital trickery. In a franchise known for physical car action, Tokyo Drift quietly used movie magic to create one of its most convincing moments. Dom's appearance at the end of Tokyo Drift is short, but behind the scenes, it was huge. Vin Diesel had skipped too Fast and Furious, and by the time Tokyo Drift was made, the franchise was not in a stable place. His return, even for a brief moment, gave fans a shock. But Diesel reportedly did not do the cameo for a normal acting fee. Instead, he made a deal connected to the rights for Riddick, another character he cared deeply about. That means a tiny Fast and Furious cameo became a major Hollywood negotiation. In just a few seconds, Dom returned to the franchise, and Diesel strengthened his control over another one. That moment also changed how fans saw Tokyo Drift. Suddenly, it was not just a random side chapter, it was connected to the larger Fast mythology. That one cameo helped bring Dom back into the driver's seat. Here is the most fascinating thing about Tokyo Drift. It looked like a franchise running out of options. Paul Walker was gone, Vin Diesel was almost absent, the cast was mostly new, the story moved to Japan, and the movie focused on a racing culture many mainstream viewers did not know yet. At the box office, it became one of the weakest entries in the series. But over time, its reputation changed. Fans began to realize what Tokyo Drift had actually given the franchise. It gave us Han. It gave Fast and Furious a wider world. It introduced Justin Lin as a major creative force, and it proved that the series could survive without simply repeating the first movie. Tokyo Drift was supposed to feel like a detour. Instead, it became a bridge. Without this movie, the later Fast and Furious universe might have looked completely different. Sometimes the film that seems like the odd one out is actually the one holding everything together. Tokyo Drift may not have been the biggest Fast and Furious movie, but it might be one of the most important. It captured a moment when the franchise was uncertain, experimental, and willing to risk everything on a new direction. It gave fans one of the coolest characters in the series, it brought drifting into mainstream movie culture, and it turned what looked like a side story into a key part of the Fast and Furious timeline. That is the strange legacy of Tokyo Drift, a movie about losing control that somehow helped the franchise find its future. Which Tokyo Drift fact surprised you the most? Was it the real Drift King cameo, Han's secret origin, the risky Tokyo filming, or Vin Diesel's franchise-changing deal? Drop your answer in the comments and subscribe to Cinema Unmasked for more hidden movie stories, weird facts, and behind the scenes secrets. Because every movie has a mask, and we are here to take it off.